Hey guys, Dan Wolfman here. Welcome to CatchJitsu.com. I am at Mike Pierce UFC Fighters Rose City FC Gym, and I'm going to teach you all about hip locks today. People are like, oh, that's never going to happen. What's a hip lock? I'm going to show you the hip lock in 6 pretty common entries. The first 4 are very common. 6 entries into the hip lock, and you know, it's a really cool submission about body weight control and position. It doesn't have to be fast, and people don't know it, so they're very open. So go down the side mount first on your back. Okay, so first off, for a hip lock, there's a couple different entries. I've shown this on seminars before. If a guy's blocking my mount, whether it's grappling or MMA, I can grab the top of the toes, lift this up, and do a leg insert. Bam, with my foot. Now I'm going to heel back, heel back, heel back, heel back, heel back. Then when I heel back a little bit, I'm going to come into head and arm, and then I'm going to heel back some more, and then I'm going to lift my leg and triangle to my own calf. From there, I'm going to heel in some more, and he's already starting to hurt. Then I'm going to weave, I'm staying tight to this arm, I weave my elbow out, I bring my elbow to the other side of his head, and I'm going to crunch him sideways like an accordion, both drawing this back and his head back at the same time. Okay, and there's the hip lock. Very simple from side mount. Another way of doing it is just a transition or passing, or it's here, maybe we flopped, whatever it is. I'm gonna just pop his leg and bump my elbow up like this. I'm just gonna do a little popping motion with my elbow here, boom, and insert. Okay, and you can do that in a lot of situations, all right? So here, bam, same thing. So another way, he's here, but this time I'm gonna keep it on the toes. I'm gonna lift these up, I'm gonna bring it in, I'm gonna heel back. Okay, always heel back first. I'm gonna bring this knee down towards the mat, even if it doesn't touch. I'm gonna come into head and arm, stay tight up by the head. I'm gonna lift up, triangle my leg, foot to the calf, heel back. This time I'll keep the arm tight because I don't want him pushing me away in my armpit. I'll do a cover, I'll come outside, I'll put my hands back together, and I'll hip lock him here. Oh, I lied. I was gonna keep the toes that time. So there's the hip lock. But here, I could have kept it, I heel back, I come in, boom, and I can do a dual submission, a toe hold, reverse toe hold, and a hip lock at the same time. So I can get the reverse toe hold and the hip lock at the same time. So that's from side mount. I'm gonna go on because you're gonna see it over and over again in different positions. Another way of getting this is from a butterfly guard pass, like a flyover pass. So make sure we get different angles. I'm gonna do a flyover pass, which would be something like here, with my knees up in the pocket, compresses heels to the buttocks, reach same side to the ankle, and get some control, drop my head to the mat, I'm gonna fly over, and he's a jiu-jitsu guy bringing this leg into me. I'm gonna collect this to my chest, keep it there, heel in, come on in, head and arm, heel back, triangle, pass, here, hip lock, okay? Mike, you want to do it? No, butterfly pass. And pass. Here. I'm looking to regard it, bring that leg in. He's going to collect it and bring it on in. Boom. He's in the hip lock position. Yeah. Oh, this already sucks. I don't know what's going on. Oh, and then I'm getting hip replacement surgery. Okay? Another pointer on this position for MMA, it's just not a bad place to be. If I can come in here, boom, and knee down, I can pinch his hips, and I'm in a good spot. He's gonna try to move out, but I can pop out, and then I can start working, boom, elbows, double wrist locks. I can still in control, and then I can hit the hip lock. Okay, so it's not a bad ground and pound position either. I'll go first when you can. So turtle, another entry is from a stand-up guys. All right, so grappling MMA. In MMA, put your knee in the hole, Igor Vovchanski style. Here, we're banging him. He's gonna do a stand-up. Right away, I'm gonna change that punch into a cradle. Coming in here, bam, here. Get your hands together. I like to bring my knee to the hip here, drag them backwards. Go for the 1, 2, 3 pin. Okay, his legs are spread. That's my insert. Bam, up there. Okay, build my base with my elbow, come up on top. Here, there, triangle back, here, post, tight, pass, hip lock. Okay? Now Mike will do it with a little more flash. Okay? So, he's got side turtle on me, banging the hell out of me. I go for my stand-up. What's going on with this one? Yeah. There's a performance of the night bonus waiting to happen. So outside cradle or outside suicide cradle to the Hiplock. Now another way would be an armbar escape. Okay, so Mike's gonna put me in an armbar and I'm gonna do a hitchhiker escape. Yeah, I hitchhiker out. I come up, I post here, and I'm gonna cradle the crap out. Okay? Stretch the flexibility, knee to face, and there's my entry. Again, it's the same thing over and over again. Heel, pull back. I could even just here, maybe different submission for you guys. If I was here, I'm just gonna do a back twist yoga stretch for Mike. Help him out a little bit. Okay? Mike's gonna do the same thing, armbar escape. Go from S mount, let's say. Boom. Ding, 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 ding. I go S mount, go for the armbar. Just hitchhiker escape, lifts, turn the corner, cradles me. That's not a fun place to be. And he's just jacking me all up. Boom, passes. Okay. So armbar escape. Hitchhiker armbar escape. I like the hitchhiker escape for MMA, especially if you time it right. When the guy goes for it, it's a good early escape to the armbar. Now, the fifth entry is going to be a leg split defense. Usually I do hitchhiker, then stack in defense if that didn't work, and then maybe leg split defense. Leg split defense to an armbar is a little bit late. Okay? So, if Mike got me in like a crucifix armbar position, that's fine. And I got my butterfly grip, I'm here nice and tight, but I'm starting to slip out. Slip out, butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. At butterfly grip time, or maybe S grip time, last ditch, it's time to get out. I'm gonna move my elbow to the mat. I can bump first, bridge first, move my elbow to the mat, and I'm gonna bump this up and split. And then I come on up. Now, flexibility test one. Knee to face. Bam, Mike's tapping, that's good. Flexibility test number two. Check this leg. See if there's maybe a reverse knee bar right here. Oh, maybe not. I come in here. Maybe reverse knee. Yeah, I think I got it right there. Reverse knee bar right here. There's the camera. Make sure you get this side. Okay. So right away I got it on Mike. Reverse knee bar. I'm tripped down by the ankle. Reverse knee bar. Well, you know, I don't like one submission. Two's always better. Reverse knee bar and toe pull at the same time. Or just a toe pull. Okay. Or I can come in here, bam, collect up here by his neck. And maybe I can get my shoulder down on his neck from this angle, camera, this side, his neck, and I can start working on his neck. Okay? Maybe yes, maybe no. I can get my shoulder in there. From there, I'm going to pass flexibility test again this way to the knee at a little different angle. Oh, that's cool. And I keep coming. Yeah, okay, that's cool. And then I'm back in my hip lock. Boom, boom. Yeah. Okay. So that's all from the leg split. Armbar defense. Okay. Yeah, you can replay the video. I'm not going to put Mike through that again. Okay, leg split defense to a whole bunch of submissions could possibly end in the hip lock. You guys should know all this stuff. This is stuff people don't know, but how many ways is there to get out of an armbar, but you should be counterattacking? Right away, just to that cradle, if you do hitchhiker to a cradle, that's counterattacking. You shouldn't just be defending. You should be countering. Okay, and the last one is electric chair sweep entry. I'll get my half guard. Boom. Okay, Mike's in my half guard, and he's doing what he should do. But let's pretend he didn't do that. And I get a lockdown in. Okay, it's really hard to get a lockdown on Mike because he knows to avoid it. Okay, so you got to get the lockdown in. And let's say from there, maybe, either way, I like to set up my lockdown. Not with an old school sweep. If I can move him and whip him up, that's great. But his base is too good for all that. So if I can't, what I like to do is just cover and hug him. Now if I break his posture control, especially MMA, he can't hit me. I got my nice tight lockdown, squeezing that. I cover, he can't punch me here, and I overhook here, he can't do nothing, right? So I'm set, this is my setup for MMA. Now eventually Mike's gonna get sick of this, and to break that, what are you gonna do? Big time posture, right? Yeah, you're gonna posture, boom, come up. That's my time to go. So I'm here, he's trying to hit me, I keep him down for a little bit. Go ahead and posture way up to it, yeah. Boom, look at my hand pass to the armpit. I go for my electric chair. Boom, on the shoulder. Now, here's how I do it. I don't post up like Eddie likes to, because I think there's a lot of space and he can get his foot out and kick me in the face and stuff if it was street fighting. I like to stay here and just torsion twist, okay? Let's say that didn't work, you go for the old school sweep. Now I post on my elbow, building my base. I come on up. Sorry, Mike, flexibility test again. Boom, okay? Then, pass. Boom. There's the hip lock with a lockdown. So now I can hip lock them. Again, remember how about the back twist? We'll just throw that back twist in there for some yoga-ness. And then here, I'm gonna bring him back into the hip lock. Look, I can draw it in with the hip lock, or with the lockdown. So I got a scorpion lock, AKA lockdown, a scorpion lock on his leg, and I draw him back into the hip lock. If he is really flexible and doesn't tap here, I can undo the lockdown and draw it back even further by healing it. So, that's 6 entries to the hip lock. And it's not the craziest entries in the world. It's along the path, you'll get there, like this last one. Maybe a guy like Gio Martinez could use that. Anytime you hit that electric chair sweep, like Bravo versus Royler Gracie 2, way before you have to roll to the truck, to the path, to the kamikaze, the hip lock is there as an option in stoner control position. So, learn that hip lock position, inserting a leg, because it's good for ground and pound, and it's great for submissions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out our gym online, the Rose City Fight Club, and catch you guys on the flip side.